Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I request all the delegates outside the auditorium to assemble back to the auditorium. Shortly, we are going to start with the formal inauguration ceremony. There is something called inertia. So people like to enjoy. But alasasya kuto vidya, avidyasya kuto dhanam, adhanasya kuto mitram, mitrasya kuto sukham. See, if you are lazy and not prompt enough to grab the opportunity to learn, you'll miss something great in life. Am I right? Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, a humble reminder to put your mobile phones on silent under compulsion, switch off by choice. Should I again give you 1.5 minutes? One to switch off your mobile phone, half minute to ensure that your neighbors have switched it off. Okay, okay. This time I'm waiting for your signal. Once you say final, I'll start. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabham Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. On the auspicious day of Sankashti, we offer our salutations to Almighty Sri Ganesh for his blessings in our endeavor. On behalf of Manashakti Research Center and Association for Prenatal and Perinatal Psychology and Health, USA, I am Dr. Dayanand Rao, your host for the formal inauguration ceremony of Second International Conference on GARBHASANSKAR with the theme, First 1000 Days of Life. I extend my warm welcome to the learned faculty members and the delegates present here and more than 200 online connected with us. Swagatam, Suswagatam. This is for those all who are online. On this occasion, may I request Sumedh Khamande to invoke the Lord with Shiva Panchakshari Stotra by Adi Shankaracharya for creating a pious environment. Nagendraharaya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya.
नागेन्द्रहाराय नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नागेन्द्रहाराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय नागेन्द्रहाराय मन्दाकिनी सलिल चन्दन चर्चिताय मन्दाकिनी सलिल चन्दन चर्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मन्दार पुष्प बहु पुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय नागेंद्र हार
Shreya Joshi, our sadhak of Manashakti, on the track He Gajavadana Vakratunda Mahakaya.
गजवदन हे गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय
आम्ही धरितो तुमचेच पाय
दशावतारी आम्ही धरितो तुमचेच पाय वक्रतुंड महाकाय गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय वक्रतुंड महाकाय वक्रतुंड महाकाय जलसकलांचा तोरिकालक सिद्धिविनायक मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मोरया गणपति दशमुख मंगल दिट गिड़ धुन धुन तत्तै जय जगवंदन वक्रतुंड धारी धाता विघ्नहरण सुखकरण धरि धरि मंगलदायक मोरया जन सकलांचा तू अधिनायक सिद्धिविनायक मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मोरया
gadi gana dati da. Target gadi gana dati da.
गणेश श्री गणेश जय जय वक्रतुंड एकदंड जय 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 गणेश श्री गणेश जय जय वक्रतुंड एकदंड जय 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 गणेश श्री गणेश जय जय वक्रतुंड एकदंड जय 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 गणेश श्री गणेश जय जय वक्रतुंड एकदंड जय
What a lovely presentation. जोरदार तालियां, जोरदार. ये तो होना ही था. Come on, that's it. It's really amazing. So as we are getting organized for the stage, dear friends, by the way, thank you, Shreya, for excellent presentation. This is the most auspicious timing for the conference. Sun has entered in Uttarayan phase. All the sages from Himalayan mountain ranges and different holy locations of universe have descended down for Mahakumbh Mela at Prayagraj. Crores of devotees are enjoying the holy deep at Triveni Sangam of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati rivers. And at such a lovely planetary positions and of heavenly planets, the devotees with Har Har Mahadev Udghosh enjoying the holy bath. Dear friends, we are all here at the confluence, Triveni Sangam of knowledge of yoga, Ayurveda and modern science. As our rishis have aptly said, Nanyane vina mokshaha. There is no salvation without knowledge. So, dear friends, we are equally holy at this most auspicious and pious moment. So, we all thank God for this lovely moment. As we all know, after every 12 years, devotees get an opportunity to have bath that is holy deep in the Kumbh Mela. And above all, Mahakumbh Mela is a lifetime occasion. That is 12 into 12. It comes after 12, multiplied by 12, that is 144 years. Fortunately, we are all witness to this rarest of rare event of Kumbh Mela, is a planetary alignment of planets, and the location at Ujjain, Haridwar, Nashik, and Allahabad. These four locations are the places where the nectar from the Kumbh fell down after Samudra Manthan. Where, dear friends, we at Manashakti are here for the holy deep in the ocean of knowledge and to take the nectar of knowledge directly from the Kumbh, not from the droplets. That's our specialty. I would call it a Jnana Manthan between learned faculty and the delegates to propagate the wisdom across the world as the ambassadors of Manashakti and crusaders of mission of GARBHASANSKAR. May I request, is it done? So, how you're feeling? Ah, great. You should feel great. Why are you so hesitant? I don't understand. Why? See, you should not be so scared. See, life is journey. I call it Ananda Yatra. And this Ananda Yatra, you should enjoy each and every moment without any hesitation. One day, fortunately, I got an opportunity to talk to His Holiness Dalai Lama. So I asked him, what is the purpose of life? He said, purpose of life is to be happy. In fact, I was impressed because this is what initially I thought he's talking something superficial. But then when I went to the depth, I realized, as Adi Shankaracharya says, Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. That is, Chit is mind, Anand is happiness, Shivoham is I am the replica of God. So we must each at every moment realize this and enjoy this beautiful world in the sip and sip and sip. Am I right? Thank you very much, dear friends. So, as I was telling you about this event, let me share another important thing with you. See, this is little spiritual thing. One small boy, 11 साल का लड़का, स्वामी जी के कुटीर में जाता है in the hermitage, and he starts knocking at the door. So Swami is asking, कौन है? Again he knocks. Swami is asking, कौन है? Again he knocks. And the Swamiji little irritated and he says, कौन है? And वो 11 साल का लड़का बोलता है, वहीं तो जानने के लिए आया हूं. That's all. वहीं तो जानने के लिए आया हूं. Who am I? If this is my shirt, that means I am different and shirt is different. If this is my pen, I am different, pen is different. If my name is Dayanand, then somebody is saying that his name is Dayanand, then who is that? And the answer to this is again same in the Nirvana Ashtakam last stanza. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. So dear friends, we are not here by accident. We are here with a purpose. And to know the life with purpose is the purpose of life. Okay, thank you very much. So we are beginning with the formal inauguration ceremony. At this point of time, I humbly place salutations to our founder, Swami Vijnanananda ji, whose vision and mission has set Manashakti as a lighthouse of scientific vision to connect spirituality at quantum physics level and to put into the practice for the generations to come with the cultural values and ethical echoes. May I request our dynamic learned convener of this conference, Sri Gajanan Kelkar and Sri Pramod Bhai Shinde ji, our executive trustee, to kindly escort the dignitaries to the dais and to align all the intellectuals in the same platform, rarest of rare. Again, I repeat, these are not just 3 or 4 planets which are aligned. These are intellectual stalwarts which are aligned on the platform that is Vyaspeeth of Manashakti, and they deserve a big round of applause. Big, 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 big. We are less formal and more homely. So please understand, we are not following the protocol as it should have been, perhaps. I thank the dignitaries on the dais for joining us. Really, we are happy and fortunate. We enjoy this moment with a lot of spiritual enlightenment in your company. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lord, lead us from untruth to the everlasting truth, that is Shashvat Satya, from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge, from death to the immortality of our thoughts, words, and actions, for peace to prevail at Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik, and Adhyatmic levels. May I request our chief guest, Dr. H.R. Nagendra, Honorable Chancellor of S. Vyasa University, to light the traditional lamp and welcome the rays of light of wisdom. I request other dignitaries to kindly join hands with our chief guest. ज्योत से ज्योत जलाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो. The mission of love and affection. एक मस्त photograph. Thank you, sir. I thank the dignitaries on the dais for welcoming the rays of light, hope, affection, love, compassion, contentment. Sant Tukaram rightly says, "Cheka ranjale gandhale त्यासी म्हणे जो आपुले, तोची साधू ओळखावा, देव तेथेची जाणावा." Those who take care of the downtrodden and suffering human beings to uplift them are the true saints and a replica of God. In this sense, Swami Vijnanananda had contributed everything to foster global peace and harmony, to ensure brotherhood, fraternity across the universe. Manashakti is the focus, the hypocenter of new thoughts, vision, and redefined commitment for social cause. Swami Vijnananda has left a legacy of noble thoughts, words, and deeds to cater the society selflessly. Let's connect ourselves with the Vishwa Kalyan Prarthana of Swamiji with deeper understanding and spiritual connectivity. I request Pradnyatai Kerkar with her Pradnya, that is Buddhi, to bridge this gap. And I request all the participants to follow her up with closing eyes.
हरिओम। विश्व कल्याण मेरा मंत्र है, आत्म परीक्षण मेरा तंत्र है। बाहर मेरा कोई दुश्मन नहीं, अंदर कुछ शत्रु जरूर सहे। दिन दिन मेरा ज्ञान कर्म बढ़ेगा, तो एक दिन सब जग मेरा ही बनेगा। विज्ञान श्रद्धा मेरा चर्म है, कृतज्ञता मेरा धर्म है। परनिंदा मेरा वर्म है, शांति समता मेरा कर्म है। हरिओम हरिओम।
Thank you, madam. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु ज्ञानरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 namo namah. We offer our salutations to Goddess who resides in this universe in the form of knowledge. Friends, Swami Vijnananda has left behind a legacy of thoughts and spiritual wisdom on scientific backup to his hundreds of books, discourses, instruments, and research papers. He was ahead of time, worked with dedication, keeping in mind the welfare of people tirelessly and passionately. While carrying over the mission of this great man, may I request Sri Gajanan Kherkar, our trustee and research director and convener, to extend our welcome and present memento and publications, that is Jnana Sahitya Bhet, to our chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor of S. Vyasa, Dr. Nagendraji. To His Holiness Swami Anubhavanandaji, founder of Sadbhavana Trust. Our friend, philosopher, and guide, Dr. Rylin Phillips. Kelkar sir. Thank you, sir. May I request our co-organizer, President of APA, to welcome Dr. Bhushan Patwardhan, former chairman of UGC. यांच्याकडे मॅडम कडे भूषण पटवर्धन जी. to be followed by Dr. Arun Kumarji, Head of Neonatology, AIMS Jodhpur. Tenas. Sri Sam Prasad Vinodji. इकडे is there. Madam कडे. Thank you, ma'am. Next to you. May I request our very own source of joy, Pramod Bhai, to please extend our good wishes to Vijay Kovlekar, advisor of Manashakti. Thank you, sir. Respected faculty members and the delegates of this august gathering, as we are all aware that Mahakumbha Mela is the time when the Sun, Moon, Jupiter and Mercury are aligned with one, which come after 144 years, as I mentioned earlier. It is the 12th Kumbh Mela 12 times. A rare occasion indeed, but to align the top intellectuals of one on the same platform of Manashakti for GARBHASANSKAR is the rarest of rest and holiest witness, and you are all witness to it. That's it. This is holier than Mahakumbha Mela. Mahakumbha Mela is to clear your sins. Here we are not clearing our sins. We are propagating the happiness. And we are all willingness, we are all witness to it. As all are geared up to carry the seeds of knowledge which will multiply in society to beautify the world. And our very own Bhagirath has taken all the efforts to get this Jnana Ganga over here. Yato bhavo tad bhavati. You become what you believe. With these words, may I request convener of this conference, who has worked tirelessly despite of his age. I never call him young. He's his youngest. Sri Gajanan Kelkar, to open up the carpet of warm words, to begin with the Shahi Snan of delegates, with the Mahant of Jnana Akhadas of this Prayag of Manashakti.
That was too much of Mr. Rao. Yeah. Shall I stand it? Dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries of the dais. I begin my speech by praying for the welfare of the nation. यह राष्ट्र बड़ा होना चाहिए, इसके लिए अविरत श्रमों के साथ साथ वातावरण शुद्धि भी होनी चाहिए. इन दोनों की एकत्रता हम कर रहे हैं. मानवता कल्याणमस्तु, राष्ट्र कल्याणमस्तु, व्यक्ति कल्याणमस्तु. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you in the Ashram and Research Institute of Swami Vijnanananda Ji for the second international conference on GARBHASANSKAR. I welcome APA President Dr. Raylene Phillips and her team in USA. Also, Indian doctors from modern science, Ayurveda, homeopathy, and yoga in this conference. Let me welcome the online delegates who have registered for the conference from all over India and abroad like Singapore, Canada, USA, Germany, etc. Swami Vijnanananda, who laid foundation of Manashakti Research Center in 1963, took sannyas after started Manashakti Ashram and Research Institute for service to the society. Revered Swamiji led a very pious life of sannyasi and always had a concern for happy and contented life for all the dwellers of the globe. He has put the tenets of science and spirituality together in order to make our day-to-day life happy, meaningful, and contented, not only for individuals but also for the mankind. He conceived the concept of Garbhasanskar, that is educating the parents and the baby in the womb, way back in 1960s. Sorry. Sorry. Sanskar is a process of purification, as was told by Dr. Paranspe, the immediate speaker before this one. Sanskar is a process of purification, and the definition of sanskar is multiplication of virtues and division of vices. Hence, it is not constrained to any religion. Virtues and vices are characteristics of mind. Garbha Sanskar enhances the qualities to bring out to an intelligent, virtuous progeny. Hence, sanskars are done on the mind and not on the body. Indian philosophy emphasizes importance of 16 sanskars, out of which first 3 sanskars are to be performed before birth and the last one to be performed after death also. Appreciating the importance of Garbha Sanskar, Manashakti held its first international conference in December 2019. The theme of the conference was Ancient Wisdom and Modern Science of Prenatal Development, bringing a new healthy world from the womb. That was the theme at that time. This conference was well received by the doctors and researchers. Over 400 delegates from India and abroad participated in this conference. Today, we are witnessing the second international conference of Garbha Sanskar with a theme Importance of First 1000 Days of Life in light of yoga, Ayurveda, and modern science. This conference is a hybrid conference and over 500 participants have joined. The journey of life begins long before child's first breath. It starts in the womb where the prenatal education has transformative impact. The ancient practice of yoga and Ayurveda have long emphasized the importance of nurturing mother and child during this critical phase. They teach us the physical, emotional, and spiritual health of the mother directly influences the developing baby. Modern science echoes these sentiments, revealing that the environment provided by the mother, including her nutrition, stress level, and overall well-being, can affect the child's health, cognitive abilities, and emotional balance. It is a testament. It is a testament to fact that the roots of our health are not just in the physical realm, but also in the subtle energies that ancient practices like yoga and Ayurveda have been harnessing for centuries. Manashakti is running Garbha Sanskar program as a flagship project that includes Suprajanan, that is preconception education program, Garbha Sanskar during gestational period, and post-birth sanskars also. So far, more than 2 lakhs couples, that is 200,000 couples, have participated in this program. They are well content with their babies and a new generation is getting formed. This small step by Manashakti to bring out cultured and holistic new generation to make this globe more habitable and a pleasant and secure place to live. We have invited here more doctors. Actually, you will find that there are only few pregnant couples over here, but others are not pregnant. They are just doctors, researchers. The idea is that this particular concept should percolate in the society through you. And I hope that this purpose will be served through your media. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful words of wisdom to welcome all the delegates and the faculty over here. We are here to sow the seeds of GARBHASANSKAR, and from here, new progeny will sprout with a higher understanding of science and spirituality. In these regards, this is not just a conference, but a Vijnana Mahotsav. Vidyadhanam Sarvadhanam Pradhanam. To begin with, knowledge is the biggest asset. So, let's welcome the sun rays. That is, Arun is with us. May I request Dr. Arun Kumar Singh to welcome the rays of light with his knowledge as wisdom. Dr. Arun Kumar Singh.
Thank you. I think I'm still a student and I'm learning. So thank you all that you have given me this opportunity. I would like to say that the dignitaries on the stage, the dignitaries off the stage, and even those who are holding the cameras and the people who have made this meeting successful, who may not be in this hall, but rigorously trying to do, I thank to one and all. I was just thinking that India, the traditional, this is one country where the pride of the country is not in describing that my country is the best. It is a country which says everyone has the right to honor his own mother. And we don't want to talk about our mother more and belittle someone else's mother. हम अपनी माँ को बड़ा करने के लिए दूसरे की माँ को छोटा नहीं करेंगे. इस देश में किसी एक व्यक्ति ने ये देश नहीं बनाया है. याद आता है, मैं आज जब पुणे आया था तो पूछ रहा था कि राजगुरु का गांव कौन सा है. बहुत बार आया लेकिन कभी जा नहीं पाया. राजगुरु पुणे के थे, भगत सिंह लाहौर के थे, सुखदेव पंजाब के थे. तीनों ने मिलकर एक नारा लगाया, इनकलाब जिंदाबाद. लेकिन इनकलाब जिंदाबाद को लिखने वाले हसरत मोहानी अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी के प्रोडक्ट. भारत छोड़ो का नारा लगाए, लेकिन भारत छोड़ो को लिखने वाले यूसुफ मेहर अली. इस कंट्री का इतिहास है कि इस देश का हर कोना कुछ न कुछ दिया है. तो मैं आज बोलने के लिए नहीं आया हूं, सीखने के लिए आया हूं. लेकिन जब हम जय हिंद बोलते हैं तो मैं कुछ दिन पहले इस शब्द को समझने की कोशिश की. व्हाट इज हिंद? तो पता चला कि जय हिंद का नारा नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस ने लगाया जरूर था, लेकिन उनका लिखा हुआ नहीं था. There were a person from Kerala who was actually a Tamil person, Chempakaran Pillai. 1907 में he coined the term Jai Hind. And what is Hind? Hind is like a, this is my definition, Hind is an area which is enclosed by two mountains, the Hind Kush and the Himalayas, from north to west and from north to east. And two oceans, the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea. This geographical area has so much to give. So, frankly speaking, when we say Jai Hind, we actually are saying this is entire area. Lines have been divided, but the Manashakti, the mind, the welfare of the people is a global concept. So when we say Jai Hind, it also would mean Jai Pakistan and Jai Bangladesh. Let all the people live where they were living. This knowledge should spread up. I will just end with one thing. अभी बात हो रही थी नेक्टर की. Honey is only one product which has a medicinal value, which has a nutritional value, and which has a cosmetic value. प्रकृति ने हमें सिखाया है, if you really want to make honey, you have to understand the principle of प्रकृति. जो भौरा है वो हर फूल से इकट्ठा करता है, वो खाली गुलाब से नहीं लेता. और सारे फूलों से जो नेक्टर मिलता है उसमें जो चीज उसे रिडंडेंट लगती है वो हटा दी जाती है और तब इस शहद का आविष्कार होता है. तो मुझे लगता है मैं इस मंच पे रह के भी कहना चाहूंगा कि आप लोग जो मंच के उधर हैं, आप सब थोड़ा थोड़ा कंट्रीब्यूट कीजिए. शायद मुझ पे ज्यादा मेहरबान आप लोग हो गए, मुझे बोलने का मौका है, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि हर व्यक्ति जो इस हॉल में बैठा हुआ है वो हनी के लिए कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकता है. आप लोग जरूर दीजिए. ऐसी शुभकामनाओं के साथ आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत आभारी हूं. थैंक यू.
Thank you very much, sir. Now the rays of sun, Arun, have awakened this gathering with a new vision. Dhanyavad, sir. Unity in diversity. Anekta mein ekta. So let's move ahead and open up our heart and mind. As our forefathers have said, knowledge is the most important ornament for one's decoration. Vidya sarvasva bhushanam. Dear friends, may I request our Bhushan of Jnana, Dr. Bhushan Patwardhan, an eminent personality in the field of education, former chairman of UGC, to please enlighten this gathering with words of knowledge.
Thank you. Small correction, I was not chairman, I was vice chairman of UGC and I was chairman of NAC, you know. So thank you very much. But this comparing what he is doing is so phenomenal, full of energy. He deserves a... In fact, Nagendraji, I remembered when he was talking, and you also might have felt, you know, I remember when Dr. B.M. Hegde, my mentor, talks, you know, he resembles his talk very much, you know. Thank you. This is a blessed land, you know, and the several vibhutis have contributed to bring this land. Many of them were ahead of time, such as in 1924, Swami Koyalananda started this institute of Kaivaladhama right on this holy land. And following that path, Swami Vijnanananda, you know, 1963, Dr. Kelkar, you mentioned, and I remember the contributions which have come from him. At that time, talking about science and spirituality was not so easy. Means 2 days before, I was at AIIMS New Delhi, which happens to be the epitome of medical science, and Dr. Singh would know about it. He is also associated with one of them. There, the conference theme was medical science and spirituality. 2 weeks back, I was at IIT Kharagpur, the first IIT in India. And they had organized the full session Om Genome to Om. You know, Genome to Om is my new book, and I must tell you that the inspiration for that book has come from such vibhutis. Because Dr. Kelkar informed us that Swami Vijnanananda, the name itself, Vijnan Ananda, brings in science and spirituality together. The way in which Dr. Kelkar, when he came to me to invite, you know, I had long discussion with him. And before that, I had visited this campus because of Dr. Shinde, you know, who is devoted to this. And I realized that all of you are sadhak and seva giving people. That's what I understand from this. Nobody is here. They are coming with seva bhav here. And this spirit, I wanted to really appreciate, acknowledge, and salute. And that's why I came here. So congratulations, Dr. for this excellent, consistent effort. This is the second conference on a subject which is, I would say, not very well known to the world. And I must congratulate APA also, that you have joined them, because this is then becomes a true sangam of science and spirituality. When people from both the disciplines, both ends of continents, they join together for common purpose. Dr. Nagendra has been our mentor for years together, and I personally think that this science and spirituality became a globally recognized buzzword. It would not have happened probably if Swami Vivekananda would not have talked at Chicago. The journey which he started has taken a very, very, very vast shape today, and this has become today a global buzzword. I would end by saying that although I am a biochemist, at one point I realized that I was looking at Ayurveda only as source of new drugs, and I thought that it is reducing Ayurveda, because Ayurveda is much more than just medicinal plants. So I started looking at Ayurvedic concept of Prakriti, dosha Prakriti. Prakriti, Dr. Singh mentioned about. Prakriti has so many connotations. One of them is your own individual nature. And we conceptualize that Ayurvedic concept of Prakriti has genetic connotation, and Ayurveda is actually personalized medicine. But in science, hypothesizing is not enough. We have to work and prove or disprove it. So we did a work and we showed that it does have genetic connotation. And today, a small experiment which we started in Pune University Laboratory, has become a multi-crore global project known as Ayur Genomics. Why I mentioned this is there are such knowledge gems in yoga. Yoga, we should not look only as our heritage. Yoga is something which is going to show us and give us disruptive innovation for the future. And that's what I meant, that science and spirituality. Why? Because science, unless science walks with passion, compassion, and empathy, it cannot raise to the level of what I call it as meta science, or Jnana Vijnan to Pragyan, Pragyan and Brahma. What is this Upanishad telling us? These are some of the questions I have tried to address in this book, and I will end by the inspiration which came to me for this book, and it came from Ishavasya Upanishad. When I was working for genetic basis in my lab, I was also reading Upanishad, and I got stuck at Guruji at the aphorism Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevaya Shishyate. I said, this is definition of genome, because you can apply exactly this to genome. Genome is complete. If you remove something from genome, what you remove also has capacity to become complete. What remains is also complete. Although the Upanishadkar has been talking about that in a universal consciousness concept on Om, this is what so there is a continuum of this, and there is a great area for all of us to progress science. I must tell you, details I'm going to talk about it in our panel, but I would end at GARBHASANSKAR, what Dr. Kelkar you have actually initiated, and this second conference you are organizing is such an important subject, ignore subject. And I would say that it doesn't stop only at 1000 days. 1000 days started because Lancet published some series, and that's how we picked it up. But we go much beyond that. And that's what we will possibly discuss during our panel. I want to thank you, all of you, all your sevekaris, my pranams to all of you. You are doing a wonderful work to bring this great message which is coming from yoga and Manas Shastra. I believe that our Manas Shastra, which is mainly, and you are an eminent psychologist, but I always believe that Freudian is one way to look at psychology. But psychology will not be complete unless we bring Patanjali on table. I have not seen such a profound psychological book than Patanjali. With this, I will end. Namaskar. Jai.
Thank you very much, sir. In fact, indeed, To have Dr. Bhushan with us is our Bhushan. We are proud about it. Thank you, sir. संत सज्जन एति घरा तोची दिवाळी दसरा. Arrival of holy saints is the mark of celebration, and we are all here enjoying that celebration. We have another veteran, director of Maharshi Samprasad Vinodji Research Foundation. He's true sadhak and carried over spirituality and intellectual wisdom across the globe. Vidya Vinayana Shobhate. Intellectuals are humble. With this, may I humbly request Maharshi Samprasad Vinodji to bless this august gathering.
It is indeed a great honor and privilege to be with you this morning and afternoon. This concept of GARBHASANSKAR, as has been aptly said, is quite new. But I had the opportunity to meet Swami Vidyananandaji on a few occasions, and I was impressed by his simplicity. The kind of clothing he wore was very different, made up of काय म्हणतो त्याला आपण jute, made up of jute. It was very conspicuous. But when I talked with him, I realized that he has that wider vision, all encompassing and all inclusive, which is the core of our Indian classical wisdom. So I was quite impressed and had the opportunity, very rare opportunity to have a conversation with him. And Garbha Sanskar, as Dr. Kelkar has conceived, and now it is the second conference being held, which obviously means that it is receiving good response. And audience, the number of participants online and offline, if they are put together, the number runs into hundreds, which is quite a good response, I would say. And so we were talking about the Mahakumbh Mela, and I personally feel that we are all nothing but kumbh. This body is like a kumbh. And if we dip into the consciousness, the awareness within us will emerge far more enlightened than what we were before taking a immersion. So this immersion in the outside Ganga and inside Ganga are two different things. When you take immersion in the inside awareness, then that would help you spiritually more than, or shall we say, it will help you spiritually grow, like when you take immersion in the Ganga or Triveni Sangam. So it is a great opportunity for all of us to get connected with this concept. And this is an August occasion, where auspicious occasion for all of us to take dip inside the consciousness within us and enjoy the kind of profound peace and energy that we derive from inside. Because the beauty of inside immersion is that you emerge with Shanti and Shakti. Your mind becomes peaceful, and when your mind is completely peaceful, then you come in contact with your true self or the Atman, which is nothing but Satchidananda. And when you experience that Ananda inside yourself, then that energy of your own core self gets amalgamated with the kind of profound peace you experience when you go through the meditation. So, meditation helps you let your mind become silent, and having touched the core of your being, you emerge along with Manashakti. You also come out with spiritual energy. So let's have that experience today on this occasion when GARBHASANSKAR second conference is being done, is being conducted. So I would appreciate and I would request all of you to take this divine dip inside yourself and emerge quiet as well as strong. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू सर। संप्रसाद विनोद जी के शब्दों का कृपा प्रसाद is really indeed a blessing for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives immense pleasure to be with the stalwarts in the field of Garbhasanskar. We are all bound by our philosophy, Vidyatvaranam na sukham na nidra. Those who are eager to learn and share, there is no rest and there is no sleep. We have amongst us one such personality who has come all the way from USA to make us realize the essence of our very own Kasturi. That is the musk of knowledge. May I request President of APA USA or co-organizer of this mega event, Dr. Ralyn Phillips, to guide this august gathering.
Thank you. It is my pleasure and my honor to be here today. The Association for Prenatal and Perinatal Psychology and Health was born in North America in 1983. And it was birthed by Dr. Thomas Burney, who is a psychiatrist in Canada. He was one of the first in North America to be surprised to discover that many of his clients had a memory of their birth. At that time, all the focus on prenatal care and postnatal care of babies was about their physical health, with really no thought to their mental and psychological health, because it was thought that babies were not capable of having any kind of mental activity or learning capacity or to be able to interact meaningfully. All this changed in North America with the efforts of Dr. Thomas Burney. And if you were here at the last conference in 2019, you had a chance to meet Dr. Burney, who I'm sure is online today. We call the Association for Prenatal and Perinatal Psychology and Health, which is a mouthful, we call it APA to make it easier to say. APA is focused on the critical importance of early nurturing environment for babies beginning in the womb and beyond. Our mission is to provide global education to professionals and families about prenatal and perinatal sciences that support optimal conception, pregnancy, birth, and postpartum experiences to prevent prenatal and birth trauma and to promote healing and resilience. Now, we are not alone in that mission, are we? Everyone in this room shares that goal. APA's vision is that every baby is welcomed, acknowledged, and nurtured to their fullest expression as a conscious, sentient, and aware being before and after birth. Our vision is that everyone understands that babies are having their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences before and after birth, and that all professionals and families understand that babies in the womb and in the world are sensitive, perceptive, cognitive, and conscious, are social and communicative and building relationships, have innate needs that are intrinsically linked to the mother and baby bond, and develop an epigenetic blueprint that is long lasting and may be passed on to future generations. Everyone in this room, I'm sure, has their own journey to the awareness of the consciousness of babies. My journey began when I first discovered APA. Actually, I should back up. It didn't begin there. I had a strong suspicion from all my contact with babies that there was more to their minds than I had been taught. I had been taught that babies couldn't develop memories until at least 2 years of age. That was in a program of undergraduate studies in child development and in a master's degree program of developmental psychology. Still no understanding of the consciousness of babies. In my medical training to become a neonatologist, no mention of the consciousness of babies. And yet, in raising my own babies and in caring for many babies who were waiting for adoption, I could tell there was some intelligence in those babies. And so I strongly suspect that what had been taught was not correct, but I thought I was the only one who was crazy enough to think so. Imagine my joy when I discovered APA and that there was a whole organization of people who not only suspected that babies were conscious and aware beings, but they had research and evidence to support it. Through APA, I have been able to meet many other organizations and people such as yourself to expand my understanding that many, many people in the world share this view, but not enough yet, correct? This knowledge has enhanced my work with babies in my professional capacity beyond measure. In my work as a neonatologist, I have the honor and the opportunity to welcome new babies into the world. Some of them are well, some of them are sick, many of them are very premature. But knowing that how I speak to them makes a difference to them, how I care for them matters, and how I welcome them into the world, it matters to them, has increased my joy in my work beyond measure. And it is also my joy to share this knowledge with my colleagues and trainees at our institution and people around the world who also, I imagine, suspect this to be true in their hearts. But they are thrilled to hear that there is evidence to support it. It is my honor as APA's president to be here today. It is APA's honor to be a part of coordinating this conference. And I want to thank you all for all the work you are doing around the world to create this, to protect and share this knowledge, to heal and create a healthy world. Thank you.
Madam, thank you very much. In fact, we often feel that this is what came from India, but now it is going everywhere. And people like you who are in our hearts stay so far. शायरान अंदाज में रास्ते भर रो रो के पूछा हमसे पांव के छालों ने रास्ते भर रो रो के पूछा हमसे पांव के छालों ने इतनी दूर बस्ती क्यों बसा ली है दिल में बसने वालों ने Thank you very much, madam. It recalls the words of Neil Armstrong when he just landed on the moon. He said, "This is just a small step of man on the moon, but a giant leap for the mankind." With this vision, we look this second conference with that aspect and change the society. As we move ahead, it's time to recall our own vision for victory, Vijay Aradhana, in two sense. This August gathering is brigade to success for the success of GARBHASANSKAR. To guide us at this point of victory, Vijay, may I request senior journalist and editor and advisor of Manashakti to infuse in our hearts the spirit for success, Sri Vijay Kovelkar ji, to give us Vijay Mantra and Tantra.
Dignitaries on the dais and dignitaries on the of the dais. I'm very happy to be here with you amongst you all. GARBHASANSKAR is very ancient to Indian knowledge system. What is Swamiji's role is Swamiji revived it for the modern humanity, modern mankind, modern society. Swamiji's quest for scientific knowledge of body and soul was based on solid foundation of spirituality, and his spirituality was coupled with science. Science cannot have desired results for humanity without spirituality, and spirituality has to have all the basis of science. This was Swamiji's basic thought. He always thought of mind. Mind as a central place in Indian philosophical system, right from Adi Shankaracharya to Samartha Ramdas. They have always stressed the importance of mind. See, Shankaracharya said, Mana eva manushyanam. What is person is a mind. Mind is a person. And Samartha Ramdas said, Mana sajjana bhakti panthe chizave. He always preached to mana, mind. So, and Swamiji always experimented with powers of mind and how it can be used for the benefit of the humankind. Gajanan Kelkar and Pramod Bhai Shinde and their colleagues are always carrying on and constantly expanding the work started by Swamiji, and lakhs of people have been benefited by Swamiji's teaching. I think this conference is a step, very important step in this journey of spreading the knowledge. Swamiji was a multifaceted personality. I was very fortunate to be associated with Swamiji for quite a considerable time. He was, some of the Marathi people might be knowing film Vande Mataram. We always sing Veda Mantrahu Nama Vande Vande Mataram. That film was produced by Swamiji. And personalities like Pula Deshpande, Gadi Margulkar, Sudhir Phadke, they got the first opportunity in this film. And then they became very famous. Swamiji was the editor of weekly Navasankar. So he was a multifaceted personality, and whenever we meet him, it was always, see, even for a moment you meet him, you get a lot of knowledge because he was a Jnanacha Mahasagar. And he was a very simple, humble personality. See, many a times we found him talking to railway porters on the station. They never realized to whom they are talking to. But he was a very simple person and always worked for the betterment of the society and particularly younger generation. So I have been cherishing a lot of his memories always. I wish all the best to you and pray for the success of the conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Basically, I didn't want to say, but I'm compelled to say. I come from Goa, which is marketed by government of Goa as a land of SSSA, sea, sun, sand, and attraction. 365 days holidays. I put it as 365 days holy days because we have the vision and teachings of SSSA, that is Santa Sri Sohirobanath Ambeji, who gave us the mantra, दोरीच्या सापा भिवूनिया भवा भेटी नाही जीवा शिवा अनुभवाविण मान हालवू नको रे हरिभजनाविण काळ घालवू नको रे. This anubhav or swanubhav or self-experience is the key to spiritual enlightenment. With these words of Swanubhav, we are honored to have with us Param Pujya Swami Anubhavanandaji. May I request founder of Sadbhavana Trust to express his anubhav for guiding this august gathering, Sri Anubhavananda Swamiji, to open up our hearts and mind, collect the nectar of his words.
I will start my bluff session with my special mantra. All the mantras you know, my mantra is different. listen, get confused and be happy. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. See, all of them are highly educated. And me, Chora Ganga Kinare wala. Now to talk in front of the wise people, it is otherwise. What can I talk to you? But as I was introduced with a quotation from Rohira that Doricha Sapa Bhyu na Bhava. Kitna badhiya hai. How lovely it is. Now let us see. Because I was referred as Anubhavananda, so I'll tell you my Anubhav, how it can make you Ananda. See? I had some kind of problem in my palm, so operation was done in Coimbatore. These were trigger finger. It was not moving. Maybe I was doing too much ungli, therefore it was not. So it was being operated by my friend. I didn't know who is he. So when I was washing my hand, he saw, hey, what is this? I said, this is the latest style. He said, no, this is not good. We have to operate it. I said, okay, I'll do it. He said, I am an orthopedic surgeon. I'll do it. I said, do it. Next day he did it. So when he put me in the anesthesia, local anesthesia, and doing everything, I was watching that. And that time I was talking also. I can't keep quiet. I don't know how I kept quiet here. So somebody was taking a video and I was talking. And what was my speech that became very much on YouTube? I said, come on, this fellow is cutting my palm and removing something, blood is oozing out. Afterwards, he was suturing, and nothing happened to me. I had discovered I am realized great yogi. Although you cut my hand, nothing happens to me for 15 minutes. Afterwards, the pain started excruciating. And that day I discovered this is my anubhav. That day I discovered, see, everything happens in our life not to the body but only to the mind. You see a beautiful girl, nothing happens to your body. Something happens to your mind. You see a horrible man, nothing happens to your body. Everything happens to the mind. Now let us go further. They have not given me time limit, so it is their fault. I was watching. They were giving time for everybody. 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Thank God. So when this operation was done and it was not giving me pain, I was fully convinced. Friends, there are two things. One is knowledge, second is experience. How simple it is. Now, there was one topic which I spoke in BITS Pilani. The Vice Chancellor told me to speak on for the students religion, philosophy, and spirituality. After 3 talks, I concluded religion is that where there is no God, philosophy is that where there is no wisdom, and spirituality is that where God and wisdom coexist. We have to lead a spiritual life. Spiritual life is not in the books. Spiritual life is not in somebody else's head. Spiritual life is if we are able to learn from our own experiences, we are in tune with the divine 24/7. And this is what we have to learn again, Garbhasanskar, from the children. If you ask me what is my spiritual life, non-stop learning process. See, it should not stop. Otherwise, what happens? Now I am old, what I had to do, then die. But you don't die also. See? You are disappointing us. See? See, friends, learn from the Garbha Sanskar, from the child. Now, what you have to learn? One of the problems that we face, Swamiji, what you tell is true, but it is very difficult. Those who say this, they have not recognized the value and importance for this. Has anybody ever said, earning money is very difficult, therefore I am not going to earn money? No. On the contrary, we discover many techniques on the table, below the table, around the table, behind the table. Why? Because we have value for money, is it not? Exactly the same way. When we will have value for quiet mind, then all your objections and difficulties will disappear. See, and it can be done only by observing and learning. Like a child. A child is born and lying on the back and looks here and there. Come on, everybody is walking non-stop and I am lying here. Why? Why not I also start walking? So he thinks the legs have to be moved. Then he starts moving the legs in the air. Come on, yeah, this is not right. Something is wrong. He doesn't ask his mummy, mummy, when you were a baby, how did you learn walking? He never asks. He discovers, takes a turn, comes on his stomach. He becomes a reptile. But even then, it is not comfortable. Then he comes on the knees and the hands. Even then, it is not fast. Then he goes and holds the wall, stands up, and yes, now better. And then slowly, with the help of the support of the wall, he puts one step, second step. Then whatever comes in the hand, he holds. Mummy is sorry, holds. He doesn't leave because he'll fall down. One day he thinks, let me give up the support. And he puts first step without the support and he falls. Imagine, because he has fallen without support for the first time. Therefore, if he gives up, will he ever be able to learn walking? Never give up. Be committed. And that commitment can come only if you learn from your every single experience. See, that is Manashakti. See, I was not waiting for the claps, man. Okay. Now, one of the mantra that you have heard, this is my happy mantra mala. It is available on YouTube, free download. Many of my friends around the world, they have made a big poster in their house, they fix it here. And when there is some kind of fighting, children or mother or the husband or the father, they point, Mummy, kya farak padta hai? Chup. Everything becomes cool. One of the mantra is Dekho, Suno, Mat Bolo. Now be attentive. Deep dive. What is the world? World is name and a form. Only two things. Names enter in our mind through the ears, and the forms enter through the eyes. And then what happens? We react. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, how ugly. Oh, it's very hot. It's very cold. What is happening? Be attentive. Speech is a purgation of the mind. Try to think as a husband or as a wife for 1 minute. Stop. Now try to think as parent or children. Whatever you like. Stop. Now remain as nobody and think. So, what is the analysis? When you are somebody, there will be thoughts. Like the plants cannot grow without the seed, the thoughts cannot come without the seed of somebody. So, whenever we see the world, name and the form, our default setting is we talk. See? Now, the last experiment. Think whatever you like, but only one condition. Do not use words while thinking. Try. Think, but don't use words. Can you think? So, what is the Manashakti harvesting? Keep your mouth shut. See, friends, how much we keep on talking. Quack, 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 quack. Like inside, we are not one. We are a poultry farm. Quack, 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 goes on, goes on. See, and then how our Manashakti is lost is only because either we talk to others. When we talk to others, we talk about our past or their past. See, for that there is a mantra. Who asked you? Just observe this. 99% cases, we talk about ourselves when nobody has asked us. This mantra I got in Badrinath. I finished my darshan in the morning, 4 o'clock, and then I was with one old Amma. She is no more. She has really influenced my life. So I went and sat with her for a cup of tea, and I said, Mama, I had decided no more lectures. Enough of giving lectures, lectures, lectures. So she started laughing. I said, why are you laughing, Mama? Because it's a joke, you have to laugh. I said, what is a joke? The joke is, who asked you whether you want to give lectures or not? Did Narayan ask you? No, he didn't ask me. Did I ask you? No, you didn't ask me. Whose question you are answering? See, my friends, we talk only about the dead past. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, भाड़ में तुम भी जाओ. See, friends. Now, we also talk to ourselves. And we talk to ourselves about future. See, now our this doctor who is keeping us engaged in a very lovely way, he is waiting when Swamiji will finish this thing. Then we have to talk for him. He's talking to himself. See. So, in short, when we talk to others, we talked about our past or their past. Like, I keep on moving. I have nothing. But people ask the same question, Swamiji, where are you from? Where were you born? How were you born? Was it a normal delivery? Is it necessary? Is it necessary? See, friends, ask a question, is it necessary? Unnecessary, keep on talking, talking, talking. And when there is nobody to talk, then we talk to ourselves. This I learned. You go to any airport, if there is some single person, he will talk. What is he doing? Talking to himself. Whenever we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. Net result is you are not in the present. When you are not in the present, you can never be happy. And whenever you are happy, you can be only in the present. Try to be happy yesterday. How it is possible? Yeah. Try to be happy tomorrow. Postpone happiness. On the contrary, this simple technique, this is what Bhagavan says in Gita, Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, means what? Don't do anything to get happiness. Whatever you have to do, express happiness through your actions, through your words, through your thoughts. You have learned the whole Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, friends, Manashakti, we all have equal. It is not less or more. Like space, the earth is one, water is one, fire is one, air is one, space is one, mind is one. There are not many minds. Discover that one mind. Then we come to discover what Swamiji has established in this institute and how it is growing wild in such a big way, because he has discovered he is not anybody, but he is the one through whom everything can express. Let us give that Manashakti to be harvested and to be encashed. And this happens, you will be lightly happy all the time. Children's program, one child asks his father, Dad, yes, in Satyayug, Prahlad ji did not listen to his father Hiranyakashipu. Yes. Dad, in Treta Yug, Bhagwan Ram listened to his father, Dasharath ji. Now tell me, what should I do? See, these are digital children, born out of the Google and Amazon. And they are not born, they are downloaded. See. So, this child, when he asked this question, see, this is how life is. Whether I should be like Prahlad, not listening to father, should be like Rama, listening to father. Tell me, Dad. So the dad said, Beta, we are in Kali Yuga. Then we should listen to Mummy.
Hello. Thank you very much, sir. It reminds me of only one line. I seriously appreciate those who are serious in life, because if you go to see seriously, there is nothing serious in life. That's all. Thank you very much, sir. Mana karare prasanna sarva siddhiche karana. So I am sure that we are all Siddha Purush now. Ladies and gentlemen, this August gathering is with a mission and statement to recall the purpose of life and to have life with purpose, to propagate GARBHASANSKAR in the society. With this fundamental, may I humbly request our chief guest, Honorable Chancellor of S. Vyasa, Sri Adarniya Nagendraji, kindly release our souvenir and research paper compilation. The souvenir of this conference, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the people who have contributed for this souvenir. At another important task, that is release of the compilation of our research papers. Jnana rakshita rakshitaha. If you take care of the knowledge, knowledge will take care of you. As it is said, dharmo rakshati rakshataha in Bhagavad Gita. With all compilation of the research papers, a big task, Herculean task, I must say, not a small job. A big round of applause for all those people who have contributed in this research paper correction. Om Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryan Karavavahe. Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let's share our wisdom without being jealous of anyone. With this, may I request our chief guest to unveil the logo to declare the inauguration of this conference and bestow upon us the Ashirvachan for the success of this Mahanyana Mahotsav. Logo. Unveiling of the logo. Photographers, you can guide us so that everybody is covered. Yes, a big round of applause. Big round of applause with a smile on your face. Now is the time to bless this August gathering. Salaka. Okay. We request our chief guest, Honorable Chancellor of S. Vyasa University, Adarnya Nagendraji, to bless this August gathering with his words of wisdom.
I'm wondering whom I should congratulate. Whether it's for Kelkarji or his entire team, or the great team or galaxy of people who have joined here on the stage and off the stage, and for all the delegates who have made this conference such a good success. I congratulate all of them and offer my pranams to Swami Vijnananandji, who started this big movement of Manashakti. He's a role model. His entire life was devoted for the country as a patriot to bring freedom to this country. And continues that dedication through seva aspect, giving. When I came in touch with him, I was simply flabbergasted to know to what extent a man can go in giving. People can give money, food, clothes, and others. Can you tear off your skin and give it to the people?
impossible it looks. But he had that power of mind to do that. And that is one of the most fascinating thing, the most dedicated thing that Swamiji was able to do, because he believed in that seva, believed in giving. That's the whole essence of sattva. What is the purpose of this GARBHASANSKAR? It is to generate such people, such children, who can bring the dimension of seva to their family, seva to the country, seva to the whole world. And in giving, there is the joy and the ananda. And what is ananda? Is an embodiment, who expresses that ananda, through humorous talk. Always it's such a pleasure to hear our Anubhava Ananda, Ananda in Anubhava, and being brought out in every talk through the humor. That was necessary amidst the serious talks that we had from different people to keep you buoyed well. So the objective of GARBHASANSKAR is to raise children, to bring such progeny, to see that they develop their total personality, physical, mental, emotional, intellectual levels. And Vijnananda is a tremendous knowledge base of yoga, Jnana Yoga, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, professed by Swami Vivekananda, was brought into practice. And he wanted to bring this entire knowledge expressed in the form of seva, in the form of giving and giving and giving. The process of growth is from tamas to rajas to sattva. The mind has these three dimensions. The grossest form is tamas. Then we have the rajas. Then we have the sattva. Manas is the basic fabric of this whole creation. Modern science, over the 400 years, cracked this entire physical world, understanding that this entire physical world is made out of molecules, made out of atoms, protons, neutrons, fundamental particles, all made out of energy, packets of energy, quarks. So this entire physical world is nothing but the energy field. At the classical level, it's all electromagnetic field. But when you go to extremely high speed, like an electron swirling around the nucleus, then you have to go to the quantum field. The quantum field is the one which is governed by the trifold law of Srishti, Sthiti and Laya. So this entire physical world is made out of the energy field, whether the electromagnetic field or the quantum field, both. But that's where science has achieved. And we know the result of that power of energy. The modern science and technology has brought such dividend to us. And as is happening now, the hybrid conference, people all over the world are hearing this beautiful conference organized so beautifully by Kelkar and his team. And with the knowledge growing with the AI today, everything is available in ChatGPT. Anything that you want, you go there and you can get it almost. That's the Vignan dimension that's coming. But what's happening to science? Science is moving further to understand the subtler and causal dimensions of this entire creation. Is there something like prana? Is prana a manifest of energy? Or is it something different? At one time, yes, we thought that also is nothing but energy. After all, what it is, DNA, RNA molecules. Function of DNA, RNA molecules is nothing but the prana, we thought. Then can you create prana out of the energy or DNA or RNA molecules? I remember in 1973-75, there was an attempt. We wanted to actually construct a DNA or RNA molecule. And then we thought, yes, we can generate prana. Once you have prana, you have the mind, everything can be created. This is a matter-based paradigm. But by early 80s, we were able to create very clearly the DNA RNA molecule structures, and we were able to create. But what happened? Prana did not come out. No? We try to push it and pull it. Just like sometimes the tube light goes away, you give a push so that it will start the action. Nothing happened. By 85, 86, it was decided that prana is something different. It cannot be a product of energy. Therefore, what is that which you call as prana? No? That is the search in which science is progressing. But our ancient masters, no, thousands of years, maybe millions or lakhs of years, we don't know. They tracked the whole creation. They understood that this entire creation is not merely physical. Physical was the grossest layer. Then, as all of you have heard, often we have 5 layers. Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, anandamaya kosha. Physical world is the electromagnetic field, the quantum field. Then encompassing that is the pranic field or the bioplasmic field. Then much higher than that is the astral field, the mind field. Then much bigger than is the information field, knowledge field, vijnanamaya kosha. And the biggest and the most pervasive is the anandamaya kosha, the bliss field. All these fields are in continual interaction. A change in one brings changes in the other. And that is our creation. That is our Jagat. Jagatyan Jagat. That which goes on changing is called Jagat. And this entire thing, what is it made of? Mind. Manaha. Therefore, Swamiji had realized the truth that it is the mind that is at the base of this entire creation. Energy is one field, one end of the spectrum. No? And you go on going deeper and deeper and deeper, the Manashakti starts increasing. The power of mind starts increasing. And it was amazing how he was able to demonstrate that, yes, you can pull out your skin. And with the tremendous power of the mind, he said, I don't need any antibiotics. Nothing is needed. I will maintain that. That's the power of mind he demonstrated. No? But with small things, people go into publicity. Is there no publicity? On that condition, I'm going to give the skin for the people who need the skin. That was the power that he did. No? And at the base of that is so much of Ananda, the highest Ananda. He lived that level. No? Therefore, the GARBHASANSKARA that is being talked about is to create such people who want to give and give and give more and more, to develop the sattva dimension, to shatter the tamas, control the rajas, and develop the sattva. Sattva is featured by dana, daya, dhamma. Dana is sharing and giving and giving. Daya is compassion and love. Dhamma is control over the external senses. Bahirindriya nigraha dhammaha, as Shankaracharya defines. These are the components that has to come in the Sattva-guna Sampannata. So what is needed today in the country and all over the world is not just economic superpower. Wealth is necessary, but wealth with health is coming up now. In India, we said it is the sattva that has to come up in the world. Satya which has to come to build ideal social orders. Giving, 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 giving. Jivane yavat adanam syat pradhanam tatodhikam. We should give more and more. And that is the whole basis of Sattva-guna Sampannata. So this sattva has to be manifested. So when we have the GARBHASANSKARA, a training, we have to see that we bring such children who develop sattva continuously. The whole education system has to come up in that direction. Therefore, what Kelkarji and the whole team have been doing is something most needed in the country to build ideal social orders. And we had built such ideal social orders in India. Vijayanagara Empire. People used to come from all over the world, not to learn yoga or philosophy or spirituality. India was the economic superpower. They used to come here. Why today people go to America? Economic superpower. I can earn money. When people used to come here, what do they see? Such love, hospitality, giving, transparency, sharing, giving. Such very healthy society, full of love, harmony, peace, and in tune with nature. Ideal social orders we have built. And this is the world that we want. In India, it was one world family, wonderful family we were built. That can happen only with sattva dimension. No? And sattva has to be powered by the higher dimensions of consciousness. No? That is Anandamaya Kosha. Giving and giving gives you so much of joy. No? We used to have our chairman say, unfortunately, in modern times, people have lost that knowledge of getting bliss through giving. No? Because we are driven by rajas, greed, jealousy, hatred, infatuation, arrogance, causing wars everywhere, terrorism, gun culture, all have increased. The drug culture. No? How can we combat this? So our Honorable Prime Minister in the G20, as the President, he said, we want to build one world family. How can this happen? Only by yoga. You know? To raise ourselves to the sattva level and even beyond. You know? And that is the direction that we have to give to the world. Therefore, rightly, this Manashakti is bringing that power of Manas to build ideal social orders in the country all over the world. I'm so thrilled to know that in entire Maharashtra, nearly 2 lakhs of people have undergone this training. Congratulations to your entire team for the wonderful thing that you have been doing and continue to do that. And Swamiji said, as Swami Vivekananda said, combining the best of the West with the best of the East. Don't neglect the tremendous achievement done by the West. Scientific research is necessary, but it has to combine with the Eastern wisdom base. So when you combine the two, you have a new effervescence, a new social order we build, and that is the goal. Therefore, our university, our Vyasa movement also is tailored to the same thing, combining the best of the East with the best of the West, as Swami Vivekananda gave. And therefore, Manashakti organization and this Vyasa movement has been working together for many years with more and more exacting research. That is what is needed. And I was just telling Kulkarni and others that now Manashakti has to go to greater heights. Nice to see the wonderful book that has been brought forth, combining all the research papers that they have published. Continue this journey, and we are with you to use the best of the research labs we have, and the large number of students who are doing, nearly 3,000 people who are doing their master's degree, 250 people doing their doctoral degree, and increasing more and more of the scientific research. More than 1,000 papers have been published so far, contributing to almost to 15 to 30% of the entire research that has undergone in the world in the field of yoga. Similar thing has to come up here. We have to publish in the best journals. Then only the world will recognize. This is what Bhushanji has been emphasizing and bringing wonderfully. And unless we build this scientific power, the modern world will not accept. So how sattva, how sharing is going to bring about this dimension has to be shown by modern research. When our children come out with this thing, we have to find out what are all the components, how the sattva has grown there. As I said, the Prakriti, Tamas, Rajas, Sattva is available in the children. Easy. You've got Vedic personality inventory. A simple thing. No? You can fill up this in 10 minutes and you know, I have got 40% Tamas, 20% Rajas, and 40% Sattva. You can find out very easy. For all our students, we do that in the beginning. We tell it is not only your education in terms of getting marks that you get, but we have to see your transformation. Whether in our 1 semester or 2 semesters, whether sattva has gone up, that's the test. Therefore, they may get an excellence mark. But if the sattva has not gone we reduce it. That is the dimension of total personality weakness. How can this happen? As Sampradaya has been emphasizing, the meditation, the entire dimension of yoga, asana, pranayama, mudras, bandhas, kriyas, all these things on one front, and on the other front, meditation, deeper and deeper meditation, going deeper and deeper dimensions, and the samskaras, the short samskaras should continue. First 1,000 days, as you rightly recognize, is very, very important. And if we give that direction, the children will grow wonderfully. And we want the students to come up with this wonderful capacity of sattva, not just rajas. That has happened now today. In the name of rajas, people are getting greedy. What is the result? Economic superpower, America may be there. When you go there, what do you see? Gun culture, terrorism, drug culture, and people are getting shattered. Exponential growth of non-communicable diseases, asthma, diabetes, hypertension, heart problem, epilepsy, migraine, irritable bowel syndrome, cancer, everything exploding, and no solution. Why? Because the entire medical system is geared only with the physical understanding that we have today, modern science. And these NCDs are not merely physical. They are multi-dimensional challenge that we are facing. And the knowledge is one-dimensional. How can you solve a multi-dimensional challenge with a one-dimensional solution? That's why I failed you. Once a diabetic, ever a diabetic. Once you get hypertension, you must go on taking medicine for your life. Once you get cancer, your days are numbered, have come to pass. What is the way out? It is to bring integration. The eye system has to be combined with allopathy. Not neglecting the usefulness of allopathy, but we have to expand its vision. That's what Kushanji and we're all doing in the yoga field with the Ayush Ministry and bringing integrative medicine dimension. Therefore, in the GARBHASANSKAR also, we are bringing this dimension of yoga dimension to see that the transformation takes place. So, it is such a great thing that we have our Dr. Raylene Phillips, who has come all the way from United States, heading the dimension of HOPA, and we request you to bring integrative medicine into your neonatal technology that we are doing that. We have our university in Los Angeles, in Vayu Vivekananda Yoga University. Recently, we are tied up with the Parker University in Dallas, and we can work together to see that we bring this dimension of yoga, that is evidence-based dimension. What today we need is in the health scenario is to have a healthcare delivery system which is very effective with least side effects. Then we should have cost effectiveness and no side effects and long-term rehabilitation. So when we are dealing with the children, developing them, we should have the clear vision that we want to develop such children who are sattva predominant and giving and sharing and doing this. That is what we have to do. That's the one that takes us to the higher realm of Anandamaya Kosha, which always our Bhavanji is putting that. It's not only in the theory, but it should come Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. We should not only know, we should see that it becomes part of our life. We should live that. And that's what the Sampradaya is doing and all of us are doing here. And I'm very happy that our Manashakti family is growing with such service thing. More than nearly 20 families have dedicated their whole life here. And large number of people all over the world is coming up. And Lonavala has become such a center after our Shivalananji started that Kaivala Dham, next door. That has started coming up, and the research seed was set by Swami Shivalananda, and we have started also adding on this dimension, and we are with you, to see that we grow. And we want to expand this entire thing, not only in our yoga courses, UG, PG courses in yoga, but our Honorable Prime Minister said you have to spread everywhere. Therefore, recently we have a new campus in Bangalore city, where we have started wonderfully the engineering, computers, management, and allied sciences. And bringing yoga dimension, your Ananda, we have to bring to all the children. Otherwise, what is happening today? After getting their wonderful degree, they got big packages. Packages, how much? 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, management people talk. But when they go to the work, they have to meet the target. Otherwise, they'll be out. They have to work day and night. 14 hours, 16 hours they have to work. What is the result? They're getting burnt up. You know, last month, 4 of my very close friends, IT experts, just collapsed dead at the age of 23, 42, and 36. This is what is happening in the world. Therefore, we have to train our children right from beginning to see that we bring this dimension as to how to work stress-free, how to work with ananda, you know, by developing the sattva of giving and giving, we have to bring. So we have done all this dimension to the complete existing syllabus, and we are expanding the most unique courses which we are building in all these dimensions, and thereby our students are going to learn the grandeur of our Indian heritage and how to work stress-free, how to deal with our burnouts, how to develop our efficiency, how to develop our special skills that are needed for each. Some people need more memory, some people need more IQ, some people need more creativity in the field of computers and management and everything. This all has to be built. All should be based on scientific research, which we have been doing for the last several years. And we continue this journey to expand our vision throughout the world. We have to do that. And Manashakti has been with us as one of our brother organizations, sister organizations. We continue to continue this journey and see that your research also grows to greater heights. And we all work together, all the yoga institutions. And our Subodhji has come. He is a dynamic leader today, a secretary for the Indian Yoga Association. I want that all of you, the members of Manashakti, should become members of the Indian Yoga Association and see that it grows. And Subodhji will give the direction to see this, it happens. He was rightly saying that we have been teaching and bring this yoga to people who love yoga. But there are people who do not know about the yoga. And for them, we have to bring. He has wonderful programs he has. And Subodhji, please get up and offer your salutations to all people. Subodhji is the General Secretary of our Indian Yoga Association. He is heading the Kaivaladama Yoga Institute here under the guidance of his father, Tiwariji. Just like Kelkar is here and Tiwariji is there. Tiwariji's son is Subodh. I wish all the best. Thank you, all of you, for coming over here for this wonderful conference. Once again, congratulations to all of you. Dhanyavad.
Sir, thank you very much. We are all blessed with your Ashirvachan. देणाऱ्याने देत जावे, घेणाऱ्याने घेत जावे, घेता घेता देणाऱ्याचे हात घ्यावे. मीन्स घेणाऱ्याने देणाऱ्याची दानत घ्यावी, त्याचे हात घ्यावे नाही. So with this, more you think, more you thank. With these feelings of deep gratitude, may I request our executive trustee, ever happy, Mod Bhare Pramod Bhai, to express our heartfelt thanks.
Hari Om. I take the opportunity to thank all the dignitaries who have come to this unforgettable conference. All dignitaries with great mind and soul have gathered here to give not only good wishes but their blessings to this conference. I thank all the guests, dignitaries, speakers, well-wishers, friends and sadhak of Manashakti. Let me mention few names. Subodhji Tiwari ji from Kaivalya Dham, Sri Lalit ji, Vartak ji, Lelet ji, Desai, and of course, where we have gathered in the village of Varsoli, the Sarpanch Sanjay Khandebarad. I would like to say that this year is a golden jubilee year of Manashakti Center. Swamiji has founded Manashakti Race New Way Trust in 1974. And we have started this year with this great conference. The first 1,000 days of a baby's life are very important for his overall development and health. Years of research have shown that the environment and the behavior of parents have an impact on the formation of the baby. Pujya Swami Vidyananda ji, he has emphasized the importance of child culture, that is sanskar, that is good values. 60 years ago, he established a social service organization called Manashakti Research Center, which shows his vision for the future. The well-cultured child is a pride of our nation. We all have gathered here to strengthen the future of not only the babies, but also of our beloved nature. In short, with the theme of train your mind and change your brain, the child's development improves in the right direction. Keeping in mind the theme of these thoughts, this conference is organized. I would like to thank you all again. Jai Hind, Hari Om.
Sir, you must not feel that we didn't want to thank you. That's why we told you to thank others. So we also thank you for all your efforts and all your dedication in making this program successful. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashantu ma kashit dukkha bhag bhavet. May all be happy. May everything be auspicious. May all achieve perfection and none suffer. With this prayer, we conclude the formal inauguration ceremony. Thank you one and all. We'll assemble back after a Satvik Ahar at 3 p.m. sharp. कुठेही जाऊ नका, परत या. We are all waiting for you. Thank you everybody for being with us on this auspicious occasion. Plus, I thank the dignitaries on the dais for bearing with us.